Hi guys! So I am about 8 weeks and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. I'm about 8 weeks and 4 days pregnant today. Still, that is just like a huge guesstimation. I can't talk because our last ultrasound may or may not have been very accurate, and of course my last period is just out of the question. So I'm about 8 weeks pregnant. I have my ultrasound on Monday to hopefully pinpoint my real due date. I am really excited for that because it's hard to even have the motivation to do videos because it's I don't even know how far along I am. I kind of do. I know I'm not very far along, but it's just hard. So I'm about 8 weeks pregnant. So I'll just call it 8 weeks pregnant. I have been very bloated this week. I just feel bigger, and I think because if you guys remember from my twin pregnancy, I have torn stomach muscles down the middle of my stomach, and it's still to this day about a 3-finger gap, so I could stick about 3 fingers in between my muscles, and that's not normal. It's not supposed to do that. That is also why I have an umbilical hernia still, and I talked to my midwife about that, and she said that it's not going to cause a problem. I will probably just need more support during my pregnancy. I'll have to get some kind of brace to go around it, and I have one from the twins, but I didn't like it too much, so I'm gonna have to look around and see. If you have any suggestions for a pregnancy wrap, let me know. I had the one that I had, I don't know what it was called. It was white and it was just really bulky, and I didn't like that it was so bulky. So yeah, but I think because my stomach muscles are torn, I just feel really big, and I look really big, and I know that I look really pregnant, and I'm not really pregnant. I'm barely pregnant. So people can tell that I'm pregnant, even though you shouldn't really be able to at this stage. So I know you're supposed to show earlier. The more pregnancies you have, you just your stomach muscles aren't tight anymore, and they get used to being pregnant. So I feel like I look really pregnant. I feel like I look like I'm 15 weeks pregnant, and I'm not 15 weeks pregnant. I think that's probably due to my stomach muscles being torn, and they're just so far apart already, and it's starting to get bloated, so it's just nothing is holding it in. So it's just I feel really bloated and really big all the time. If I am 8 weeks along, then that means my baby is about the size of a raspberry, so that is very small. So you can see why I know that I shouldn't look this pregnant, but I do. I look pregnant. A raspberry is what, that big? Something like that. Yeah, that wouldn't make your belly that big. So yeah, I'm just really bloated and just really bleh. My main symptom, I don't have very many symptoms, but what the symptoms that I do have, they're very prominent. My main symptom is no appetite at all. I think I said this in my last video, I'm always either extremely hungry or extremely full, and the second I turn over to being hungry, I have to eat right now. I have to eat. So something has to be in my stomach right now, or I'm gonna puke nothing everywhere because there's nothing in my stomach. I have no appetite on top of that, so I'll be extremely hungry, and no matter how much food in the house we have, it's just that is gross, that's disgusting, ugh, it just makes me want to puke, just looking at it, it's just gross. I have no appetite at all. And I especially have no appetite when I have to make the food myself. I don't know why, just seeing how things are put together just makes me not want to eat it. So I have been very complicated lately. Nothing sounds good. I feel like I'm hungry all the time. So I'll just snack on crackers or snack on some bread or something that I can hold down. Something that I noticed with this pregnancy is I feel nauseous a lot now. Every single day I'm nauseous, but I have not thrown up yet. I gagged once, but I have yet to throw up. And I threw up in both of the pregnancies before. But I'm almost thinking that's because I'm so busy, I don't have time to throw up in this pregnancy. So that might have something to do with it, because just when you're distracted a lot, it kind of takes your mind off of things. There's been several days where I forget that I'm pregnant, even though I feel nauseous and big all the time. But yeah, I have yet to throw up, and I'm hoping that I'm not just jinxing myself by saying that. But yes, I am still nauseous, and when I say nauseous, I don't mean morning sickness. I mean every single day, all day long nauseous. There's a few hours here and there that just totally sporadic when my stomach is very comfortable, when it's not hungry yet, where I don't feel quite nauseous. But pretty much all day long, I'm nauseous all day long. I'm constantly hungry, and if I'm not hungry, then I feel sick. And like I said, there's just a few hours in between them that I feel okay. That's not very often, and I'm usually outside. If I'm in the house, I just If there's something about sunlight, that's what I've had a lot of people ask me, just like when they go through hard times in their life, like what makes you feel better? Sunlight is the answer. And I don't know why it is, but anytime you're just like out in the sun, out doing something, like it gets your mind off of things. And for some reason, when I'm like out and about doing stuff, I don't feel as nauseous as when I'm at home. My second main symptom is I am so tired all the time, like no energy, flat, zero energy. I'm constantly tired. It doesn't matter when I go to sleep and when I wake up, I am tired all day long. So on top of being tired and nauseous and hungry, other than that, there's not very many things going on. Like I said, I have my ultrasound on Mondays. I'm so excited for that. And we will find out for sure if we're having twins or not at that time. I highly doubt that I am. But we'll know for sure on Monday. The main thing for this past week, the only thing that has really come up about this pregnancy is me and Drake are talking about names. I am going to keep the names a secret for now. I'm not going to do the whole torture you until the baby's born secret, but I do like to wait until we know what we're having or around that time to talk about the names. But we finally, we have a boy name picked out, like set in stone. For sure, we have a boy name picked out. It was the girl name that we were having troubles with, but we have finally come to an agreement for a name. So we do have a girl and a boy name picked out. First, middle, last, obviously last. So now we just have to know what we're having to put them all together. Really, that's pretty much all I can think of. I really can't think of anything else. I don't really have anything going on besides like my life and my kids and just like doing everything that I usually do. So yeah, but I guess that's all I have to update on. Sorry, it's such a short video. There's nothing really to update on. So Monday, I will make a video either on Monday or like the day after Monday. And if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you will get those updates right away. So I will put a link down below to my Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, I always post first. It's just so easy. Like you just click, 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 and it's done. So go follow me on Instagram. And if you don't have it, think about downloading it because it is just awesome. And I update on there all the time. I guess I will just show you guys my about 8-week huge belly. All right, so here's with the shirt on. This is kind of a baggy shirt, so it's hard to. So here's with the shirt up. I don't know if you guys can see. I am so white. I have to turn down the exposure on my camera so you can even see my stomach. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, so here's my stomach. So you can see like. You can see I'm like poking out right here. And I've always had this skin from when I had the boys, like that's not new, but I feel like I'm poking out and it's, I don't know, it's not really, like it's hard down here, but it's not, this isn't where the baby's really laying. So that's why I think it's my stomach muscles that are just broken. And my belly button is slowly poking out more and more and more. Obviously it always kind of pokes out because I have a hernia, but it's like starting to actually poke out all the time. And if you follow me with my other pregnancies, then you know that that is not the first time. My belly button always pops, and it's always like really early that it pops. All right, so I think that's pretty much all. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll try to answer them. But other than that, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. I'll put the links below, and I will talk to you guys in a few days after I get my ultrasound. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.